This is not time for you to win election. Do not contest, Saraki tells Nigerian youths. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki, a former president of the Nigerian Senate, has told youth nursing the ambition to run in the 2023 presidential election to shelve the idea. Saraki said it was already too late for such a person to stand any chance of winning an election in this country, adding that the system is too rigid. The former Senate president said he would not even want any youth with a sound mind to contest for political offices at this point because they still possess some good values which should be corrected before they win any election. You have to give up some good values that you have to be able to be competitive, the former Kwara State governor said at the weekend during an independence lodge with diverse Nigerian youth in Abuja. It is too late to win election. I will be very honest with you. The system is too rigid against you. You are a young guy. You do not have money on network where you are going to start from. I do not even want you to contest because you still have some good values. I do not want you to be corrected because for you to win, you have to give up some good values that you have to be able to be competitive. We do not want that because it means your generation will be as bad as ours. Let us keep you where you are now for those who are not yet corrupted. Where I believe you can make a difference, which no one can stop you, is your right to vote. That is the only role you can play now in reality. We should be asking if that is guaranteed. That is what we have been advocating for in the electoral bill, and it has worked. I think what needs to be done now is that we must participate. Let me explain further. On the day of election, if you look at the line of people that go out to vote, if the people coming out to vote are people we can give 100 naira, the election will not stand. That means we can manipulate. But if the 500 lining up people are people like you, election will hold. If we say we will not come out because nothing will change, if we take that attitude, then they will win. Look at all over the world, then where there is big change. People that make the change are people like you. If you are not registered to vote, nothing will change. It will be who we want to be governor, senator, that will be. If you make up majority of the electorate, even if they try to change the results, I know you will not agree because you know you're right and the world will stand with you. I think the target now should be how to mobilize similar minds to hold their voters' card and vote. If that is the kind of voters, then the results will hold. I promise, if those are not the kind of voters, then everyone will try to manipulate the result. Until those of you that matter take it upon yourself and ask the kind of governor, president, senator you want, nothing can change. When you get the right kind of governor and he knows you have the power to vote him out, you will have the chance to come into government because you would have built a pact. The point now is politicians do not believe you can vote them out. If they believe you can vote them out, they will do the right thing. Their own view is 9 months to election. They will share the money and win election. If they know the vote is not about sharing money, they will perform well. NSAS did not fail. It shows that the youth can participate, and the best form of participation is through voting. I think the world is tired of the problem and dangers Nigeria could create. There are 6 million Nigerians that have the right to be in the UK. If Afghanistan was the problem, then Nigeria is a bigger problem for the UK. Even for self-interest, it is in the best interest for UK to work because of the exodus that will go into those places if it doesn't. The world is with us, but we must put in place good governance and the right kind of voters that can do that are people like yourself, not those who want 5,000. If the guy that wants 5,000 is more than you, then Nigeria is not going to change, and we will not have the right kind of leaders. I quite agree with what he's saying. But what I do not understand is why will I need to soil my hands? Why will I need to throw away my good values because I want to contest for a particular position in the government? It is not supposed to be. This is why I've been saying the constitution itself needs to be amended. A lot of things need to be amended in that constitution. A lot. I am quite going with what he says, but I don't understand why the constitution cannot be amended. It's a pity. It's a pity. Like I said earlier on, it is going to be a good thing that we come out to vote, but let us employ the means of electronic voting. As we have heard during another election, a lot of people, some of them we are wounded though. Some of them go out to vote and we are wounded. Some of them, even after voting, right before their very eyes, hoodlums and rascals. Are you going to fight them? Are you going to fight somebody that has been paid, and because of the, according to them, 5,000, because of the 2,000, because of the 10,000 naira, that will not even last for more than a day or two, will throw away his or her life and will want to act in the opposite Nigeria, as in he will sell his sense of reasoning rationally. That is what happens. They know. And you keep wondering why you're in the same place. You keep wondering why you're stagnant. Meanwhile, you're the cause of your problem. You go out and you collect the money given to you, and at the end of it, 2 days, at most 3 days or 4 days, the money, you have wasted it because, of course, you did not struggle for that money. You did not earn that money. You waste it, and at the end of the day, you suffer for another 4, or as the Constitution will have it, 8 years. Are you serious? And when it's another election time again, they use you. Will you continue like this? Will we continue like this in this country? People that went out to vote, I am saying this because in some certain areas in Lagos State, the news that came that after the voting, during the last or during the previous 2 elections, what happened was that people came out to vote, and at the end of their voting, these rascals came out from nowhere, took the ballot boxes and emptied the contents to the gutter. That is my own time. I've come out and I've left what I was supposed to be doing. I left the comfort of my house. I left my safe zone, and I came out to exercise my civil rights. And what happens? And you tell me this one is not a matter of let us put security in place. No. Let the electronic voting be employed. That is the only way we are going to be convinced that they really want this change just as much as we do. Of course, we Nigerians want the change. But a lot of people have been, like I said, during the previous 2 elections ago or previous election, you see what happened. In some parts of Lagos, some people were wounded just because I go out to exercise my civil rights. And so what happened? I am wounded. And yet again, many people, because of that, they will tell me to hell. Many people say they do not go out to vote. In fact, a large number of people say they do not go out to vote. Why? Because it doesn't affect any change. Now, let us make these people's votes count. Let us employ the means of election. And I tell you, if the INEC succeed in bringing it in, the electronic counting, as people are voting, in short, it is glaring. As they are voting, we are seeing it. It is going up. It's not something hidden. The person that is going to succeed, we already know. The person that will emerge as the winner, we already know. You understand me? So I do not know why we deny us. We know what to do. The federal government and the INEC, they know what exactly to do. I cannot leave my safe zone. I'm speaking on behalf of I'm speaking about this because of the brouhaha that happened during the previous election. I spend my time my time that I'm supposed to use to do something else, and I come out to exercise my civil rights. And what happens? My voting was not even counted. In fact, it doesn't even leave where I voted. It is saddening, that kind of a behavior, that kind of, when you see that happen to you. For those that have witnessed it not once, not twice, they're like, okay, now what the heck? I shouldn't even have come out in the first place. Exactly. That's how the electorates will feel like. And so, yes, I agree with him, but I think, and I really think, that the INEC, yes, people should come out to vote, yes, but I really think, and it would be a very wonderful thing to do, to bring in electronic voting and watch people cast their votes. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. Thank you so much for tuning in to listen. Till I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.